everyone. This is Stephanie Contra O'Hara, owner of WellMinded Counseling, and I'm going to be interviewing Kirstin today. Kirstin, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kirstin, I'm a licensed professional counselor here in the state of Colorado. And I've been practicing as a therapist for over 20 years. I've worked across many states and across many populations, and I'm excited to serve the Denver area.
All right, thank you so much. So the first question we have here today is, why did you decide to become a therapist in the first place?
Yes, so I actually made the decision to become a therapist quite early in life. I was inspired by a teacher in high school. I went to a private high school that really focused on community service as being part of our curriculum, as well as having an instructor who was really excited about psychology. And putting the two together as far as having a passion for service and wanting to do work in the helping profession, along with being inspired in the field of psychology, kind of led me to the decision.
Okay, thank you. And what is your general philosophy or approaching to helping others? Do you find yourself being more guiding or directive?
Well, really, Stephanie, after doing this work for so long, I find that it's pretty flexible and depends on the person. Sometimes I meet folks who are looking for a little more structure and a little more guidance, and so we can bring in more traditional things like cognitive behavioral or DBT or something that does provide that structure. And other times people are looking for something that's just a little more open-ended, insight-oriented, conversational. And again, given 20 years of experience, I find that my approach can be somewhat eclectic and meet those needs.
Okay, so the next question is, what do you think is a strength you have that it makes you different from other therapists?
So I have lived across the United States and traveled abroad, and I feel like I've had a wide, maybe a range of exposure to different people and cultures. I've worked with people from military background, people who have lived in urban and city areas, rural areas, and I've lived in places where, say, the populations might be a little bit older, and then I've worked with, kids and teenagers. So I feel like I've got a pretty wide range that I can meet.
Okay, so the final question is, what is something that you find is a helpful metaphor or analogy for coping with difficult times?
Yeah, so one of my favorite analogies and one that's easy to remember for people is simply PIES, P-I-E-S. And especially in times like this where our options might be limited or we're stuck indoors. So for personal growth, every day do something in one of these areas. P stands for physical, so some kind of physical activity, getting outdoors for a short walk. I stands for intellectual, so perhaps engaging in your work or reading a good book, watching a documentary, learning something new. E is for emotional, so perhaps we reach out to a friend or take a nice bath, do something self-soothing to meet the emotional needs. And the S can stand for spiritual. So doing something that maybe is practicing in your particular religion of choice, prayer, meditation, something in the land of spiritual growth. So doing something in one of those areas every day might just help us lead to a healthier lifestyle.
Okay, well, thank you so much for all your time and participating in this interview, and I hope everyone has a great day.